Hey, it's Louis Max. So I had an opportunity to speak with BRITT57, an up-and-coming rapper and entrepreneur from Left Rack City, Queens. His company, Major League Ballin', is popping, and his message is inspiring for all. Hope you enjoy it.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
What up, son? What up? Grind and pivot. Today we're going to bring you former hoop stud, dope musician, up-and-coming entrepreneur, straight out of Left Rack City, New York, the one, the only, BRITT57. How you doing, my brother?
What's going on, man? I'm just chilling, man. How you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm hanging in there. How you making out in this coronavirus challenge?
Oh, man. I'm just trying to stay calm, stay in the crib, catch up on a few movies and stuff, just hanging out.
Sounds good, man. You working hard on your music?
Yeah, here and there, I've been getting in the mode of writing. Sometimes I don't be in the mood for it, but like when that mood comes, I try to take advantage of it and try to knock out as many songs as I could.
Right. Yeah, your head's playing games with you these days, right?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
I know. So I'm loving Rockstar Lifestyle, the new release. We'll definitely get into talking about that. I want to just talk a little bit about Major League Ballin'. How did it start? When did it start? And give me an idea of who the guys that are involved in it.
Man, I actually started probably, I'd say like 2017, 2016, one of them. We were just like on vacation. Me and my three other cousins. There's me, Ty, Swaggy, Mel. We were just hanging out on vacation. I think we was in like Jamaica. And then we was like, we want to just come up with like a brand to get ourselves out there and just get known. And then we just like we was bouncing around with names and stuff. We came up with MOB. It actually has like several meanings, but we just like we're gonna stick with this and just try to like keep pushing that each year. We just kept adding another piece to it and just kept promoting it like that. It started by around like 2017, 2016.
Sounds cool. I'm really digging what you're doing. I see you doing a lot of different things besides the music. You know, trying to get into the fashion end as well. So your name, BRITT57. I know you've been through a couple of different names. I used to know you as The Show back in the day, which I loved. Nobody knew that back then, but I did.
Yeah, definitely.
And what's the origin of the 57? I mean, I'm a Queens boy, so give me an idea if you're trying to create that music, your brand, based out of Left Rack 57. Is that where it is? Or something like, akin to Southside Jamaica or Hollis, but it's something more like where your area is. Tell us about that.
Yeah, 57 is just like the main block that I live on, Left Rack City. The main strip is 57 now, so everybody that come through there, they know that it's the main block. So like 57 is just like the main front. And that's why I just added 57 to the name. And just running with that.
Nice. So you still fucking with all those boys from over there, right? Some of the guys I know and some of your boys, right, from back in the day.
Definitely.
Right. So who's on your roster now for MLB? I mean, I know you mentioned some guys that you made made it with, but I know Swaggy K's on there, right?
Yeah, Swaggy K definitely on there. We got Ty, we got Meek Mills, we got Cam, we got Reef, KJ, Lil, Horse, Double R, QTP. We got D Chucker too. It's a lot of people that are on the list. Like, let's keep going. Like that's the main people right there.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a good roster. You got plenty of material to take from that. Each one can kind of bring a lot to the table.
Definitely.
Now Pep 57, I know Pep. Shout out to Pep 57. He was a baller back in the day. I don't know if he still has game. You still have game, Pep? I don't know. Anyway, but is he on your roster, or he's just kind of doing his own thing and you just fuck with him?
He still fuck with us. He's doing his own thing. He got his own little side, but like we still rocking with each other strong. You know how that go.
Right. He's like a designer junkie now.
Yeah, man. You know how that go. Rockstar lifestyle.
You already know. Yeah. I've done my homework, man. I've been listening for the last couple of years.
I believe that.
I love it. I mean, I love some of the stuff. The original Drippin', Fish in the Lake. I love that. The new stuff coming out is real good. I mean, one of my favorite tracks, believe it or not, is Might Build, featuring shout out Cook LaFleur. Tell me about how'd you guys hook up?
To be honest with you, I was just like a regular fan of his music. I've been bumping him for a few years, and I was on my way to PA. I was in a whip. I was bumping a few of his songs. I went on his page. I think he had like posted like some new music or whatever. I liked it, and he had hit me in the DM like, "Let's work," blah blah blah. And from there, like I was in the middle of doing my tape, so I reached out to him. Well, he reached out to me, and we just made the song like that. And within like a few days, he sent his part of the song, sent mine, and I just added it to my playlist. So I added it to the album basically, and then he just made the cut like that
Yeah,
for the album.
I dig it. So what's your? I know I've been listening a lot. So what's your process for music? I mean, tell us a really an idea how you kind of start from the beginning, and also when did you start? Start with that. When did you start doing this, and how'd you get into it?
Uh, I say probably like around middle school. Probably I was rapping, but I wasn't really taking it serious until like 2016, 2015. I was in college. It was like after the season, I was just messing around in the studio. I laid down like my first track, and then I actually came home like that next weekend and laid it down in a real studio, put it on SoundCloud, and then from there I was like, nah, I want to rap. The season's pretty much over and stuff, so I was just like, nah. Ball, like it wasn't funny anymore. So I was like, I'm gonna take this lane right here and see what the music could do for me. And then from there, I just kept pushing like that.
What who were your main influence? Who were you listening to back then that really you kind of latching on to?
A lot of people. I would say 50 Cent, the whole G Unit, Lloyd Banks is my favorite rapper. Um, Jay-Z. Pretty much anything I was on the radio, because I was always in the car. My dad used to play a lot of rap music, so like I used to listen to like, a lot of the older guys, Nas, Jay-Z and stuff. But like always been around music, bumping them since I was a young kid. So I always had that influence.
Cool. So tell us your process. How do you, you get something in your head, and how do you how do you put it down? Take us through that from the beginning to maybe getting into the studio.
Pretty much I hit up Oscar. He in the league, major league. He do the beats and stuff for us. So I'll just hit him on like with whatever mood or with whatever type of swag I'm looking for. And then he just run with that. He'll go through it. He'll make a beat within like a few minutes or a few hours. And we just keep adding on to it. And I just write, I think, come up with a little hook. And as time, like, as in probably like a few minutes or hours, so I just add them to the lyrics and just keep adding on to it. It's basically like doing like a little essay. You just gotta keep adding. You start from the top part, which would be the hook, get to the verse, and just keep adding it like that.
Got you. Now, I've been listening a little more intensely lately. So you got a lot. You got one instrument that's going through a lot of your stuff, and you don't play it, right? It's a guitar. It's almost like a guitar line that's evident in every one of your songs. Where'd that come from?
The whole rockstar lifestyle. You can't be a rockstar without the guitar. So it just I'm a big fan of like hearing the guitar and stuff. So I just want to like push that forward with the whole rockstar idea. And just like the sound alone, I don't know, it just catches my ear. So I just want to rock with that and like kind of make my own lane from it. But now I don't know how to play it personally, but I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, because I think that kind of differentiates a lot of your stuff from that. It might be even like kind of ahead of its time with the way you're putting it in. Because I know on the new album cover, you got a picture of Hendrix in there.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Shout out to Hendrix.
I mean, so it's kind of like I saw that and I go, wow, he's got Hendrix, he's got the guitar thing going. But I know that you were thinking of guys to put on there, and who not to put one of the best ever on there.
Yeah, definitely. I had to put him on there.
Yeah.
I don't know so much of his songs and stuff. I just know like he's supposed to be like good with the whole his whole image, his whole music. But I don't really know too much of his music. So I'm gonna tune in though.
Yeah, dude, you gotta fuck with him. Once you hear and you start listening to some of his stuff, it's gonna definitely open your eyes for your stuff, because it's gonna expand a lot, because he's got some unbelievable licks. I don't know what the story is with sampling his stuff, but he does have a lot of stuff that is just...
It's crazy that you say that. I actually had a sample that I was going to use for the tape. I ended up not using it, but I'm probably going to end up using it probably like if I make it like a sequel to the album. But I did have a sample from one of his songs and stuff. It was him like talking in between like one of his concerts that I was going to use. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely look back into that.
Yeah. And I mean, he's got a million songs that are great. There is one song that I thought also after hearing some of the stuff, it's a song called Crosstown Traffic. Listen to that song, because it's not only is it a great song, but it definitely has the flavor of Queens. It really does. I mean, something you could definitely expand on, even if you don't listen, even if you don't take the sample from it. I think it'll really maybe influence you with a couple of different ideas. But Crosstown Traffic, fucking shout out to Jimi Hendrix, man. Wow.
Yeah, shout out to Jimi Hendrix, man.
Holy Jesus. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't get to see him live, but I mean, back in the
What
70s,
year?
I did see a
What year
lot of
was
guys.
he famous? He said 70s. I said, what year was he on a run for? Like the 70s?
Yeah, in the
80s?
70s. Yeah, late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, I mean, you should look into him. He was a fucking
Yeah, I'm gonna
maniac, you
definitely
know?
look into it. I got you.
It really, really was. I mean, obviously, I mean, you know that, but you know, it's almost something like the Roots. You can, you know, you get into his roots and you're gonna like say, holy shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And a lot of guys were influenced.
I definitely got to tune in and see what he's talking about. See how his journey was.
Yeah. So I want to make sure you do that. I'm going to check back with your ass on that at one time. But, so what's your message as an artist?
Should I say as like my message to anybody is just like come up with a plan or whatever your dream is, and then keep on trying to work towards it. Don't ever let nobody tell you can't do anything or do anything. Just like keep pushing towards it.
So your boys that you hang with, the MLB crew, basically you guys are kind of one little family. You're all pitching and helping each other, right? Nobody's kind of bringing anybody down. Because I sometimes see like a lot of kids your age, you know, they don't want anybody to really succeed unless they succeed. You know what I mean? So it sounds like you guys are really together and feeling good about what you're doing. It's just it's a matter of time and effort and maybe kind of painting a big picture. Is that really what's coming across?
Yeah, definitely. Like we all positive. We all like trying to bring everybody up. Everybody got their own lane, their own business. They're doing their own thing, but at the same time, we still a family. So it's like even if you feel like you're not really moving the way you want to move, like you can still count on the next person to help you get motivated or inspired, and just wait for your time to come and just keep pushing. But we definitely we try to bring each other up.
Word. Anybody in your crew, and I thought about this the other day after I was kind of listening more. Besides yourself, and I know you're kind of more, I see you as the rapper for sure, but I also see you as kind of more of an entrepreneur. I think you're looking to do a lot of different things, not just only music. So is there anybody in your crew that you think, or if you ever thought about this, that has it that you could push a little bit more, or are you, or not really yet? And are you looking for somebody like that? You're always looking for an artist that you can kind of jump on?
You someone that's already not with us?
How about let's take it first. Somebody who's with you. Is there anybody that's a little younger than you or your age that you think kind of has it a little bit better than anybody else?
Man,
tough question.
Huh? As far as music or just in business in general?
As far as the package, like the whole package, because I know that doing this, it's not just the music; it's everything. It's the presentation, it's the character. So I'll backtrack a little bit. So if there's not somebody that you necessarily think in your crew, but are you keeping an eye out for maybe another artist that you could kind of produce and latch onto for your brand?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I'm always looking for like more and more artists. Like I'm being real careful with it. I'm just watching from a distance, scouting from a distance. Like actually, one of the features on the intro is a girl. She's from Africa and stuff. I reached out to her. I was just on Instagram one day and I seen her. She sang and stuff. So like. That's how that whole hook came about. But I'm always looking for like the next artist or the next person to put on as a feature or whatever. But I'm always looking, so definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to her. I think her name is Aya. But shout out to her.
Yeah, EYA, Aya. Yeah. She sounded pretty cool. So I think that might be an idea. I was going to ask you about a possible female, getting some females into the mix here in MLB.
Yeah, we definitely looking.
Yeah. Now, just in your area, aren't there a lot of kids, just that are hanging around, that are rapping, that are looking up to you, or just nobody really has it yet?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of rappers and stuff over here. A lot of rappers, ball players and stuff. But like everybody got their own fan base. So like the whole goal is to keep going. I actually do have a few people that's looking up to me and stuff that's following the music. So I'm blessed for that.
Yeah, I figured there are a lot of kids. That's part of what's happening now. Everybody is kind of just out for themselves, and they think they can do it on their own. That's why I like your concept, with putting a bunch of guys together and letting that go. Like Migos and a couple other things. All those guys. There's a lot of guys. Shoreline Mafia out on the West Coast. I mean, different guys, different producers, different guys. I mean, eventually, I guess when we get back out there, you'll do some shows, right?
Yeah, definitely. We're supposed to do a show next month, but like with being all the stuff that's going on, it's like it's not looking too good for that.
Yeah.
But that was the whole plan.
Yeah, it's not helping,
Yeah,
but I think we're gonna get out of there soon. So,
yeah, sooner than later.
yeah, I hope so. I hope so. So you're getting older, a little older. You know, what are you thinking about for your future? Uh, I know you got some time. You know, you're not married. You don't have kids. You know, you're still doing the right thing. Give me an idea of what your future might you think is going to be like. I mean, let's talk about the next 5 years. What's your plan?
To be honest, just keep saving money and just keep bettering myself and maturing and growing as a person. I'll just say saving money, trying to increase my streams, fan base, and just try to stay positive. To be honest,
Right. So every day it's trying to stay on the positive.
try to stay happy, try to stay positive, and just increase my fan base, keep stacking my money, and just make the right decision. That's pretty much it.
Right. Yeah, I hear that. I mean, it's not easy being a young person these days. I mean, you gotta work, you gotta hustle, and getting out on your own is really not the easiest. It really is difficult.
Yeah, definitely. If you're doing everything like independent, without a label, without a manager, it's definitely hard.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, it is real hard. I mean, so you're always kind of looking for, stay positive. I guess I'm just thinking out loud, really, as we're going along here. Yeah, the money end of it is definitely the hardest part. Is there anybody in your area, anybody you know that would, that looks to help you out, or you just don't really trust anybody? You know what I mean?
As far as what you're saying, like with the music or just
Yeah, music, money, backing. I mean, there's a lot of characters out there, that might help you, but you got to really be careful who you associate with.
That's the thing. Everybody pretty much doing their own thing. Like I think with New York, I feel like everybody's on their own little business, own little ways. So I feel like everybody pretty much is they focus on what they got to do rather than anybody else.
Yeah, nobody really wants to help. I kind of know what that means. I see that. I watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like
I'm trying to help. That's what I
competition.
really want to do. I want to try to help people. I want to get the names out there. I mean, at some point, really try to be a positive force. So
Yeah, definitely.
you're a young dude. You lived a little bit here and there. Tell me, what's the moment? Is there a pivotal moment? What time in your, what was the one time in your journey that you could tell somebody that, like, I said, okay, this is it. I'm gonna put my whole heart into what I'm doing.
Yeah, last year we all had our first show and stuff. Shout out to Ty. He was the headliner for his show. He had brought me and Swaggy K out to perform like 2 songs and stuff with him. So like that night, it was just a crazy night. Like they were just showing mad love.
Mm-hmm.
During the performance, after the performance, we actually shot the Rocket video that night. We had an after party and all that. So just from that night, waking up the next day, seeing all the notifications, all the love I was getting from my phone, I was just like, damn, I'm really a rapper now. Like, and just from that day, I was like, I gotta take it serious and just keep going with it and don't look back.
I love it. I love it. All the shorties sliding into your DMs.
You know how that go.
No disrespect to the number one shorty, of course.
Yeah, no disrespect. You know how that go though.
That's great. Yeah. So basically, what you did is you got a real rush out of it. It was really something pretty cool, and being on stage really lit you up a little bit, huh?
Yeah, definitely. That's the whole rock star lifestyle that I wanted. That's before I even came up with the whole concept. But just from that night, it's just like, damn, I got to do this. I want to do this more. I got to have more shows. I got to keep growing.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. I mean, back in the day, I rock and rolled for many, many years. I was on the road playing, going up on stage. It is really, on any level, it's pretty wild. But when you got some of your people there and people that even that you don't know, fucking with you, and then the next day, coming back at you and saying, "Yo, you were unbelievable. You were dope. You were this." Yeah, it is pretty cool. I think it's good for your confidence too. But
Definitely.
it is like a drug, brother. You want it. You want it more and more.
Yeah, you're right about that shit.
No doubt.
Shit crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. But I like it. You're on the right path. I do like to say you really are you down to earth, man. Real down to earth for a young cat. And I didn't really know you. I mean, I'll tell everybody out there that I do know you from, back when you were in middle school. I coached you one time, and we definitely had a good good rapport together, a good relationship. But I didn't, you've
Definitely.
grown up quite a bit, and
But that was like in '07 or '08, right?
yeah, that was way back,
Way back.
when yeah, Mo Harkless was the man. Shout out to Mo.
Yeah, shout out to Mo. That was a throwback.
We got to get Mo. We
2007,
got to get Mo out
2008.
here, and yeah, those days were real good. If anybody doesn't know, we had a team with future NBA star Mo Harkless coming right out of Queens, and a great kid. And it's just, I shake my head every time I see him. I'm sure you guys do too, which is so great because I remember him being, with us in the car, and he was a young cat. He was in 9th grade. You were what, in 8th, 7th, or 8th?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you still talk to some of the guys?
Yeah, I still speaking to some of the guys. I got him on social media. I be seeing him here and there and stuff.
Right. How about your close, like Nick and Sean?
Yeah, I still be seeing them and stuff. Like they still live in like the same areas and stuff. So I still be bumping into them, seeing them and shit.
Right. They better be listening. I'm gonna shout out to Nick, Sean, Damien, everybody.
Shout out to the whole Hill family. whole Rangers
Exactly.
fan. Shout out to
Are we
everybody.
giving a shout out to Coach C? Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah,
Shout out Coach C.
Shout out to Coach C.
Absolutely. So you got any upcoming projects? Anything new coming out, or anything you want to tell people? A couple of shout outs?
Shout out to the whole MLB. Shout out to the whole my whole family. As far as music, I was really trying to just focus on videos and stuff, but being that all this quarantine is going on, it's kind of tough. So I'm trying to see how things play out. They're talking about next week they're supposed to be opening a few stuff, so I don't know how true that is, but I'm definitely trying to get more visuals out there and probably get like another project towards like the end of the summer probably.
Great. Yeah, speaking of visuals, I think you might have to go back to the park when they put the rims up and shoot a couple of scenes for Ball Like Mike. No?
Yeah, you're right about that.
What? You think you were getting away? You think you were getting away with me not mentioning that?
Nah, what it was that day, like, it started drizzling and stuff while I was doing an outside performance. So it was like right after that, we had to go to the city to film the other scenes inside because of the rain. But you're right, I should have definitely added some scenes of the basketball in there.
Yeah, no, I'm only busting your balls. But I did have to bring it up because nobody else does.
Yeah, nobody even mentioned that.
I know, crazy though. But you'll get it. I'm not worried. So yeah, so you're doing good. You're definitely on the right path. I'm really happy for you. Me being proud of you. Of course I am, but I mean, you should be proud of yourself and all your other boys hanging out there. You're really doing the right thing. You're staying straight. You're doing the right thing again. And I want to just tell you, I really appreciate you taking the time and coming out. And I'm hoping that we're going to stay in touch, and hopefully there'll be like a follow up when you drop some new stuff out there.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you for having me on here, man.
Absolutely. And shout out to your family. How's your pops doing? He's doing good?
Yeah, he's doing good. Everybody is just home, relaxing, chilling and stuff.
Absolutely. So he's supportive?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. You tell him about all your different things, or you let it, not really, and then he just kind of finds out when you're doing it?
Both. He be seeing, he got me on social media and stuff, so he be seeing as soon as I post it and stuff. Or he might hear like a song or two if I'm playing it at the house or whatever. Other than that, yeah, like he's really supportive. Both my mom and my dad. My whole family pretty much.
Excellent. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Dave probably sees that. He goes, wow, fucking Goldstein. What is he doing? Yeah, absolutely. I love him. Definitely send him my love, please.
I got you.
I send everybody my love out there. And once again, shout out BRITT57, doing a great thing. All from music to sports to entertainment, entrepreneurial stuff. And I look forward to hearing some real new stuff from you coming real soon. You take care of yourself, brother.
You too, man. Thank you.
Anytime. Peace. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Please smash the like button, subscribe and follow us on social media at Grind and Pivot. Shout out to the crew behind the scenes, John Hart, Ian Lidovich, Russ McMahon. Couldn't do it without you guys. Stay safe, stay well. Peace.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.